Welcome to our Hebrew lessons, Baruch Haba. This first lesson is dedicated to Laura Bergeron, who helped me write out these lessons. She's getting married in a month. Learning your Alef Bet. Alef Bet, okay? Welcome to lesson Alef, the first lesson. Reading from right to left. Abba, Av, Ba, Bat. Let's try that again. Abba, not Abba, but Abba, okay? Av, everybody repeat after me. Ba, Bat, okay? Alef is a consonant, okay? The vowel is under here, and you don't always see the vowels. You always hear them, but they were only written in the Middle Ages. So if you open a Hebrew scroll today in a synagogue, there are no vowels, just these consonants. So the Alef consonant, it's not an A, it's an It's the glottal stop. Okay? Abba. Av. Okay? This looks like the same letter. It is. It's a bet. Okay? But this bet has a point inside of it, which means it's hard. B. This one doesn't have any point. It's V. So there's several letters like that. Sound a little different. Av. Av is actually the Hebrew, whereas Abba is Aramaic. So we translate that as daddy because Aramaic was Jesus' more colloquial language. So he would have prayed in a formal way, Av, when he spoke to his father. He would have said, Abba. You can hear in the streets of Jerusalem a kid's walking with his dad. He tells him, Abba, Abba. Okay, if he wants to say, Daddy, come and look, Daddy, come, Abba, Ba. Okay, so ba can be come, cames, or the command form come, Abba, Ba. Okay, Bat, daughter, and Beit, house, which are related words from the same etymology because you build a house or a household or a family with daughters. Beit. Okay. Now, bat, here you see it's written without vowels. Bat, bite, okay, they're made from, they come from this etymology of house, and actually the letter bet means house. It looks like a house too. It's got a floor, a wall, a roof, and a door. Okay, this is a house, bet. Okay, bite is long for house, and bet is what bite becomes when it's part of a compound word. Can you think of any biblical words that begin with bet? Okay, now keep in mind that the t becomes a th often in our Bible because our Hebrew transliteration and the translation of our Bible is filtered through German. And in German, there's a th that's a t, an aspirated t. It's not a th. Okay. So anytime you see a biblical word that is a th, if you pronounce it really correctly, it's not a th, it's a t. Okay. And there, I don't hear a difference between an aspirated t and another t. So just say t, bet. So what are biblical words that begin with beth? That should be bet, like Bethlehem, exactly, Bethlehem, Bethlehem, okay, or Bethel, it's Bet-El, okay, whereas you might say Bathsheba, Bathsheba comes from Bat, daughter, okay, whereas Bethesda, Bet-Hesda, house of mercy, Bethlehem, house of bread, Bet-El, house of God, okay. Now the B is also, the letter bet is also a prefix. What's the main thing you can do to a house? You can be in the house. So the B means in. And so if you want to say in the house, you tack this onto the beginning and say bavait. Okay, suffixes, really important in Hebrew as well. And this is the y letter. Okay, as we saw in bait, bayit. You hear the y? Okay, in the middle of a word, it might be beat, but sometimes here in this case, there's a vowel here, so it's bayit. Okay, but at the end of a word, you don't hear the y, you just hear an e. Okay, so if I said my daughter, okay, this is the first person possessive, my daughter, how would I say it? Add the suffix bati, exactly, bati. Bite changes a little bit when you add the suffix onto it. It becomes beiti. Okay, so my house, Beiti, my daughter, Bati. My daughter is in my house. The Hebrew word for is, there is no word for is in Hebrew in the present tense. It's just understood. So you don't say anything. You just say Bati, babaiti. My daughter is in my house. Bati, babaiti, babaiti. Okay, Bati, babaiti. Repeat after me. Bati, babaiti. Let's get down to some exercises. Actually, before you forget these things, let's review before we get to the exercises. Take a look at that one more time. Say them to yourself. Okay, here we go on the exercises. Okay, first of all, if you want to write them out, you can add vowels. Okay, you might take the time to pause the screen and write them out and try to add the vowels you think that where they should go. But it's good first to pronounce them in this case and then translate. So I'm going to say them, you repeat, and then you translate. So Abba, ba. Repeat after me. Abba, ba. And what does it mean? Abba, daddy, right? Ba comes. Okay, Abba, ba. Bati. Not my house, but my daughter. Exactly. Abba, babait. Daddy. Remember, it's Abba, not Abba. Abba, babait. Daddy in the house or daddy is in the house. It's understood. This one, Av, ba. What does it mean? Right, father comes. This one, avi. This is father, right? And my father, avi. Repeat after me. Av, ba, babait. Okay, again. Father comes into the house. Great. Moving forward. Lesson bet, we're just going to show it to you and then it'll be our next video. Just take a look and you can guess what some of these are. Okay, thanks a lot. May the Lord bless you. He who is Av, Ben, and Ruach HaKodesh. Amen.